I hope you're having a great day. Well, today we're going to talk about sore throats, headaches, and stomach aches. And sometimes we look at all the detested old home remedies that have existed with our grandmas and their grandmas, which have been passed on over the ages to us. And we should look at using these things because number one, they're chemical free. Okay, number two, they either work or they don't work. But then these are remedies which have worked for most people. So if it suits you and it works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, don't blame the remedy. Find something else that works for you. So starting off with a sore throat today, this is very, very common and most people immediately jump to medication. Like I said, if your doctor needs it, you take your medication, but not without trying the good old saltwater gargling. So over here, you take rock salt. You take actually the thick rock salt. Okay, and you put like a tablespoon in a mug of warm water. You want to make sure it's not too hot so that you don't burn yourself. But warm water, put a finger in, make sure it's not too hot, and then you gargle with it. So basically you put water in, you tilt your head back, and you gargle. You don't swallow, you gargle, so it actually touches, your throat where it's actually inflamed. And we all know that salt is highly, highly healing, especially when tissues are inflamed in your body. If you ever have an open wound and you put a little bit of salt in it, you find it burning, but you'll also see happening with new layers, literally new layers of plasma forming in front of your eyes. So saltwater gargling is something that your kids should do. If they're too young, you want to be careful because you don't want them swallowing that water. So you want to make an informed decision about that. But saltwater gargling can be done morning, afternoon, and night, 3 times in a day. Now you also want to add deep steam inhalation. Again, this has been passed over from generation to generation and it works on simple signs. If your sinuses or your lungs are clogged with mucus or cold, how do you get it out? Your body will try to cough it out, you'll try to sneeze it out, but if the mucus is too thick, then it starts building up, and because we trap so much of mucus and bacteria in, it can get infected and turn into a fever and a worse cold and cough. So what happens is when we inhale steam, we start loosening up the mucus inside of us, making it easy for us to cough it out or for us to get a runny nose where mucus actually drips out. But then most of us see that as a symptom and we jump onto allopathic drugs to stop a runny nose or to stop phlegm coming out of us. And that's how we compromise our immune system. So remember, if you're loosening up mucus, it has to come out. You don't want to loosen up mucus and keep it inside of your system. So when it comes to a sore throat, saltwater gargling, steam inhalation, and of course make sure that you don't get burnt by doing this. There have been so many accidents that happen where people are doing deep inhalation and then the water falls on them or something like that, so please be careful. Something else which is great for your throat is pineapple. Okay, now why does pineapple work for a sore throat? Because it contains something called bromelain, and this is highly anti-inflammatory. So eating pieces of pineapple, of course, sometimes pineapple doesn't suit you, or for some people, pineapple actually causes an itchy throat. So if you're one of those two, just don't do it. It's as simple as that. For everyone else, you chew on pieces of pineapple, and this can also help you with a sore throat. Now coming to a stomach ache, this is something which is very, very common. Of course, if the symptoms keep on going on, you need to get yourself checked up because you want to make sure you don't have a serious bug in you. But when you have stomach pain, no access to medication and stuff like that, good old ginger tea. Take a 1 inch piece of ginger, peel it, mash it, boil it in water. And that ginger water should help you to basically, calm down an upset stomach, basically stomach pain. Chamomile tea as well. Today, chamomile is available everywhere and it doesn't contain caffeine. It's herbal in nature, so if you get a good chamomile tea, especially when you're traveling, you want to carry good quality chamomile tea bags because if someone has a stomach ache, all you need to do is dip it in hot water, or you can brew the fresh chamomile leaves in hot water and have that to calm down stomach pain. And peppermint as well. Peppermint is for the longest time been used as a digestive aid and when you have stomach pain, and this works brilliantly. Again, you get tea bags that just contain one ingredient, peppermint leaves. You can dip that into hot boiling water and then slowly sip on that to basically calm down an upset stomach. So these are 3 things that you can immediately do. The peppermint will also take care of nausea. The ginger will also take care of nausea. So if you have that feeling to vomit or you're nauseous and you have stomach pain, peppermint, ginger, all of these things are fantastic to soothe and to calm down your stomach. Now coming down to a headache, Okay, of course, if headaches persist, you need to get yourself checked up. But usually, a lot of people today carry lavender oil, and lavender has existed for the longest time. People would actually boil lavender leaves or extract an oil, apply it to your temples, or even inhale the lavender oil to reduce a headache. Now, it may work for you, it may not work for you. Something else besides lavender oil, you can actually use lavender in a diffuser. So if you have the habit of getting, sick at work, getting a headache at work, have a diffuser where you put a little bit of water, 4 or 5 drops of lavender oil, or you can even do this in your bedroom at home. And this basically helps you with a headache. Another thing that can help you with a headache is you take ice, a cube of ice, and you rub it all over your face, your temples, all over your face completely. Let the ice cube completely melt and apply, until it melts, apply it over your face. These are a couple of things. Like I said, make an informed decision. This is not a replacement for your therapy, for your medication, for your doctor. But if it works in the interim, then you always know that when you get these symptoms, these are things that can work for you as well as your kids. So try these home remedies. Over the next couple of videos, we talk about so many other remedies which are tried and tested. You lose nothing by trying something which is natural. So try it, give it a shot, understand the science behind it, and if it works for you, well and good. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.